guys, this is Backdraft and welcome to Sky Factory 3, episode 37. So in the last episode, we spent the majority of our time, not only putting back together our extreme reactor, but we set up a quarry in the beneath dimension to start getting a bunch more resources. And as you guys can see, this thing is now running and it's getting a crazy amount of resources. So I mentioned at the end of last episode I was going to look into something called dimensional transceivers, and speak of the devil, here is my overworld dimensional transceiver, which is sucking power from my Backdraft network and spitting it into my overworld one. Now, in order to get this to work properly, this chunk that this is sitting in must be chunk loaded, and it's pretty simple to do that. You can open up your inventory, then go to the map like I have here, left click on a particular chunk, and then shift left click it, and you can see it says chunk loaded. Now that means wherever I go, if I'm in a different dimension or whatever, that chunk is always going to be loaded, and that is necessary to set up the quarry. Let's go into the beneath and I'll show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. Okay. Any day now. Oh, there we go. Don't mind the extremely creepy Gru. He's had a little too much to drink. Alrighty, so here we go. As you guys can see, this thing is now running completely by itself. The only thing I have to do every now and then is come back and select a new area for it to mine. So this is the dimensional transceiver that's in the beneath dimension here, which is feeding the builder block. So this one is sucking power from the overworld network and spitting it into the builder block. So basically it's completely AFK. This is also chunk loaded, as you guys can see, so that they're both working in unison and all the time. So that is absolutely awesome. So let's go back to overworld. We're gonna let that thing work. It's just bringing in so much resources for me. It's absolutely ridiculous. But in this episode, we're going to do something a little different. I think I say that pretty much every episode. But we're moving away from that. We're going to let that go. And in this episode, we're going to do the beginnings of an auto wither farm. So this is a completely hands-off way of creating and killing withers. Basically an auto nether star and supremium farm, and it's just going to be freaking awesome. But the way that I do this is I need to dabble a little bit into draconic evolution. So let me get my information tablet out. One thing that I'm going to need to do this is, where is she? Dislocation. So I'm going to need a dislocator. Well, dislocator receptacle, which is basically a way of creating portals, as you guys can see here. And so what the idea is, you want to spawn a wither, throw it through a portal, which then shoots it into an area where it can be killed, because you don't want to spawn it in the same area where you're killing it for the most part, because you know, if you what am I trying to say? Basically, you're going to have auto placers, which are going to place down the soul sand and the wither skeleton skulls. And if those are in the same area as the withers are going to explode and those blocks are going to get destroyed. So the idea is to spawn the wither, throw it through the portal, and spit it into a different location, which is completely wither proof, and then the wither can be killed. Now, to kill a wither from a distance, the easiest way to do that is to use a mob grinder. This is all draconic evolution related stuff. A mob grinder basically kills the wither in one hit, and it requires a generator, which requires draconic cores, and etc., etc. But this mob grinder is probably the biggest beast of this whole process because it requires awakened draconium. Now, the only way to get awakened draconium, let's go back to our trusty information tablet, is to run regular draconium blocks through through a fusion crafter. Now, to make a fusion crafter, bear with me, this is what you need. You need a catalyst, fusion ingredients, and you need power, obviously. I haven't actually looked into how much power it requires, so I hope it's not too much. But basically, you need a setup like so. Where is this stuff that you need? Basic fusion crafting injector. So this is like the basic part that you need for that. It's not very expensive at all. And then you can get a better one, which is Wyvern, which requires all this stuff. You can get a Draconic one, which is the highest. Well, I think Chaotic. Yeah, the Chaotic is the highest tier that you can get for that, it seems. So if I go back into here, fusion crafting setup. Now this is a bit confusing, but it says the setup process is actually fairly simple. Oh, really? Just place a fusion crafting core, then place fusion crafting injectors anywhere you like, to the north, south, east, west, above, or below the core. All injectors need to be at least 1 block away from the core and can be offset in any direction on their axis by 1 block. That may sound a little confusing, exactly, so take a look at the image below. Each glass block represents a valid location for an injector. Okay, so that's actually not that bad. So as you can see from that, injectors can be placed up to 16 blocks away, and as long as they are within the area shown in the pointing at the core with no obstructions, they will work. Something to note about fusion crafting is that it does not matter how many injectors you have, as long as you have enough for your recipe. You can also mix and match injector tiers, meaning if you have a mix of basic and Wyvern injectors, you can still do Wyvern crafting as long as you only use the Wyvern injectors for those recipes. The last thing you will need to do is supply power to the crafting injectors. The amount of power required will depend on the current recipe, but all injectors used by a recipe require power. See, that's the thing. I don't know how much power it's going to require, and hopefully it's not more than I can fathom. So let's get started. Let's get ourselves a basic infusion, whatever the hell it was called, which was a pretty simple recipe. So here it is, the basic fusion crafting injector. We need a draconic core, which are pretty simple, an iron block, okay, and everything else is raw materials, so we've got that. Then the next thing we need is, let me check the old info tablet again. It says you need fusion crafting injectors, so I think that's what this is. No, sorry. Fusion crafting core. Basic fusion crafting injector. Oh, wait a second. I think I'm confused. So you need to place a crafting core. Okay, then place fusion crafting injectors anywhere you like. So for example, here, so the injectors, this one looks like it has 4. Yeah, 4 and 4 on each side, I think, is what I'll need, at least for the basic stuff. Let's go back to fusion crafting. So I need to make a crafting core, which is this bad boy. That's also not so bad. Just need to make 1 more of those and a crafting core. But then again, I'm gonna need 8 of these things. So let's make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those. Then we'll make 7 iron blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we'll make 7 of those. Okay, so it's time to make use of my... well, let's grab some blocks, actually. Let's get obsidian just as kind of a building block. And then I think we'll need a flux point as well to supply power to it. And we'll build another one, actually, because I tend to use that one for other things. Okay, we got those. No problemo to build that. Alrighty, I think we are all set, at least for the basic needs. Hey buddy, what's up? So I had a suggestion. The only suggestion I seem to have gotten was from what is his name? Neuronic Parkour, Scott Zadon. Yeah. His suggestion was to name this guy Achilles. That's the only thing I got from any of you guys. So that is the name. Thank you, Scott. So Achilles, meet the world, world meet Achilles. Anyway, this is going to be where I'm going to set up my Draconic evolution related stuff. So I could do it in the middle, but I think I'm going to go over here. And we're going to place down the... What's that? No. Oh, okay. So we're going to place that down, and then we'll place down the crafting core right there. I think that's going to work out. Let me grab that. Actually, let me grab that back, and we'll put that down right there. Then I think we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we'll place 1, 2, 3, 4 over here. Wait, that was 1, 2, 3, 1. Wait, 1, 2, 3, and then no, 4. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's even, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that dragon just scared the crap out of me. Okay, so we'll put that bad boy right there. Oopsie. Okay. Oh, come on. Why is that not working? Did that one work? That one worked. What am I doing wrong here? What am I doing wrong? Do I need to place it like that? This is no bueno. Nope, that's not gonna work. This needs power. Okay, oh yeah, obviously it needs power. Let me see if it's because this is in the way. What if I did that? Oh, what the heck? Let me get this block out of the way. See if that makes a difference. Oop, come on. Come on. There we go. Okay, bam. Oh, come on. Why is it doing this? Nope. Okay. I wonder if I can turn it with a wrench. I'll figure... Let's put that there. We'll figure it out later. Okay, so this thing's going to need power. So let me go underneath here. And just put the power underneath this bad boy. So that we can get her going. Why? What did I do wrong? Is it the... Wait, is it that needs power, or is it the other thingy? Let's check the tablet again. Sorry guys, this is my first time doing something like this. Each recipe requires 3 things: a catalyst, fusion ingredients, and power. Oh, it doesn't look like they're actually supplying power to the core. So there are 2 different crafting stages: charging and crafting. It says the last thing you'll need is to supply power to the injectors. So these bad boys need power. So let me do this then. Let me get this out of the way. Okay. And then we'll get this bad boy out of the way. And then we'll put a flux point in the middle. What am I doing? I'll just do it like this. So we'll put the flux point right in the middle of each of these bad boys. That way each of them gets supplied with power. I'll need to make another flux point. Let me grab this. I want to move it up 1. Okay. And then I'm going to need another lava block. Okay. Okay. I don't think I have any more lava stone, or do I? Just because I want it to be pretty. I can just use obsidian, that's fine. Okay, let's make one more flux point. Okay. Make one of those, and bammo. Okay, I need to figure out what's going on with why it won't let me place it in the area that I want it to. Needs to just let me place it right. I really don't know why it's doing that. It is annoying to all hell. Do these need to be out of the way? Is that it? Oh, come on. Alright, I'll figure that out later. But anyway, this has got to go here. And... oh, I forgot to try out the thingy. Got to try out the wrench. And I'll put that bad boy there. Okay, the setup should be complete. Let me check the tablet once again. It looks exactly like that. 1 block away from the core and can be offset in any direction on their axis by 1 block. Okay, yeah, it looks exactly like that for the most part. So I think that we got the setup. Oh my God, will you shut up? Okay, so for example, what I want to make is I want to make an awakened draconium block. Let's go back to the tablet. Awakened draconium. So if I put 4 blocks of draconium in there with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 draconic cores and a dragon heart, then I'll get awakened draconium. So let's make 6 cores and a dragon heart. And let me grab my wrench. Actually, it's the engineer's hammer that does the flopping, not the wrench. So let me make the draconic cores I'm gonna need. I need 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we'll get our dragon heart. I think we have exactly 1 left. Yep. And then we'll make a couple blocks of draconium. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll see if we can fire this bad boy up. I hope we can. If not, I may have to go off camera to figure it out, because at that point I'd just be wasting your guys' time. Let's see if we can flip this around. No, it's not letting me. Let me smack all the obsidian out of the way. Like all of it, just so that it stops. Whoa, that was a little laggy. Just so that it stops, because I think it needs to be facing it. So, and like I said, I've got no freaking idea as to why it's not placing. Oh, come on. Why is it doing this? This is this is not cool, man. I look like a total dweeb. Come on. Is it this block that's causing it to do that? Go right. Oh my god. You got friggin' girl. How did you what the, why does this one not have a problem? Okay, well, I can put the, let me get the recipe set up at least. It won't let me turn it with the engineer's hammer either. This is really annoying. This is super, super, super annoying. Do I have to be up like, oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. All right, I guess I needed to be facing it directly. It didn't matter where I was putting it. Okay, so anyway, looks like I'll be able to do this, hopefully. So I can throw 4 draconium blocks in there, and then 4 draconic cores on the one side, 2 draconic cores, and a heart on the other side. So 1, 2, whoops. That was weird. I guess I need to have them separated. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so 1 core there, 1 core there, 1 there, 1 there, 1 there, 1 there, and a heart there. That recipe should do it. I don't need to activate it or anything, do I? Let me check the trusty book. 350 million RF. Holy crap. You know what? That main... Oh no, I should have plenty of RF stored in the energy core. How do I make it work? How do I just... Awakened draconium. Yeah, it should just work like magic as far as I know. Unless, do I have the setup wrong? Oop, that's not right. Draconic core, dragon heart, draconic core. Alrighty guys, I think it's about that time. I'm wasting a bit of your time, so let me go off camera and I'll figure out exactly what's going on. I'll try to see if I can get the transformation on camera for you guys, but I will be back in a jiff. Alrighty guys, so it turns out this is going to take me a little longer than I thought, because I didn't realize that Awakened Draconium is actually a tier 2, which is the Wyvern tier recipe for this thing. So I need to get 8 Wyvern crafting injectors. So the way that you do that is you need to, this is the recipe, so you need 1 Wyvern core, 2 Draconic cores, 1 Draconium block, and 4 diamonds, which I have all in my inventory right now, but I need to grind out 8 of them. But I want to show you guys exactly how this is supposed to work. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4 diamonds over here, and then, then I need 1, 2 of those, and an ingot over here. So as far as I know, it doesn't matter where you put them. So, and then this is gonna cost like, what was it? 256,000 RF. Now it should just work. What am I doing wrong? I don't know what the heck I'm doing wrong. It needs Wyvern core, 2 draconic cores, and a draconium block over there. Are they in the wrong spot? Does it need to be like that? I really don't understand. The fusion core, as far as I know, it doesn't need power, right? And then 4 diamonds. Draconium block, draconic core, wyvern core. Crapola. This is embarrassing. I don't know what the heck I'm doing, I guess. Injector is used for more advanced recipes such as wyvern tools, armor, fusion crafting. I don't know what the heck I'm doing wrong. This should be supplying power. There should be more than enough power. Let me check again. I need to just double check here to make sure I'm doing this right. Fusion crafting setup. All injectors need to be at least 1 block away from the core and can be offset in any direction. This may sound like a little confusing. So as you can see, the injectors can be placed up to 16 blocks away as long as they are within the area shown and pointing at the core with no obstructions. Is this an obstruction? What about that? Let me just make sure. Well, now stuff can spawn here. Yeah, I don't know if those count as obstructions, those little balls of light. Let me grab that out of... Oh, I did it! Okay. Alrighty. So I guess that little ball was an obstruction. Okay, so start. Charging. Alright, it should charge with plenty of power. Ooh, nice. Oh, this is awesome. Screenshot. Thumbnail of the video. Alright, so this is a little time consuming, but I'm gonna need to do this 7 more times to get the 8 wyvern fusion crafting injectors that I'm gonna need to do this. So I'm gonna do all that off camera, and then I'm gonna show you guys how we can get the awakened draconium. So I'll see you guys in just a bit. Ladies and gents, we are ready. I've got all 8 of my wyvern fusion crafting injectors, so let's go. Let's make our first batch of awakened draconium, and I hate having to do it like this, but this is how they want you to do it, I guess. I know that you can set it up so you can feed the items into the injectors automatically, but that's a future project. So let's place this bad boy in the middle, and now this I know requires, I think, 350 million RF, but I think I got 1.6 billion inside of the storage, energy storage sphere. Plus, it won't take very long to generate 350 million, you know, from the extreme reactor. So let's go. Charging. So looks like it's taking a little time here. It should be able to extract all that energy from the core. Let's go take a look. It may just take a long time to transfer that much RF. I'm pretty certain it does. Yeah, there's probably a pretty big bottleneck. That's output, and that's input. Looks like it's not extracting any RF from this thing. Don't know why. That's okay if it's all coming from the reactor, but I just wanted to see if I could get this to start extracting RF. No, it looks like it's taking it all from the reactor. That's fine, that's fine. Okay, it just takes a long time. 350 million RF is a lot. Looks like it's still charging up. 14% charged. Guess it takes a while. And the bottleneck of these things, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Is that gonna speed it up? Doesn't look like it. Priority max 1 million RF. Let's see if we can get this one to 1 million. I don't know. Really don't know if this is making a difference or not, but 19%, 20%. Yeah, it's not extracting it from the core, so looks like it's not making that much of a difference. I I really don't know why it's not extracting from the core. What if I got rid of this? Because it's, like I said, it should be able to transfer. Oh, there we go. There we go. Now, if I put that back, does it still work? It does. All right, it looks like it's extracting a lot of energy from the core now, so let's go back down and see if that's sped it up. If not, I could always just finish it before the next episode. Looks like that may have sped that up a little bit. Like I said, I put the max number 1,000,000. Oh no, that is 100,000. I think 256,000 is the fastest or the most you can get, actually. Oh, that one's 1,000,000. Nor limit. False. Okay, we're almost there anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But let me switch this back to 1,000,000. Okay. And we are going, ladies and gentlemen. We are almost there. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, boy. Yeah. Come on, baby. Come on, you can do it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Ladies and gents, our first batch of awakened draconium. We have 36 awakened draconium. Yeah, boy! I'm picking that back up. That is not going anywhere anytime soon. But anyway, guys, I think the next episode is when we're going to start doing our auto wither farm and see if we can get everything together for that beforehand, so I don't waste a bunch of your time like I always tend to do. But thank you guys for watching this episode. If you've enjoyed it, please do not hesitate to hit that thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos like this one, please do not hesitate to subscribe to my channel. And if you want to be updated on future videos and when they are uploaded, please head over to Twitter. My handle is @BackdraftGamer, and give me a follow. You'll be the first to know when videos of Sky Factory 3 are posted. Thank you guys so much for watching as always, and bye-bye.